they're always looking for some enthusiastic people to continue this.
One really cool thing is, especially if you are a former track and field athlete, great way to give back to a sport that you love.
Yeah, and that's what we always say about football. If you was one of those players that when you were young and dumb and you were mouthy to officials, now you get to come back and let somebody be mouthy to you.
Now, there are listed here 7 boys teams, but we'll see how many actually are competing. As I believe I only see, nope, I take that back. It is a full 7 who are out there. Lane 1, St. Clairsville. Lane 2, Garaway. Lane 3, Barnesville. Lane 4, Steubenville Catholic Central. Lane 5, John Glenn. Lane 6, Indian Valley. And Lane 7, Harrison Central. So it is going to be a full docket.
In the pole vault, the bar is at 11 feet, and there are 7 competitors left.
So we just heard that the pole vault bar is now set at 11 feet, and I believe they said 7 competitors left.
I think that is what they said. Always appreciate that update. Do have the official results from the girls 4x800. Boy, that was quick. That was Indian Valley who had the top seed coming in, but Steubenville Catholic Central with a 10:47.94, their new best. Indian Valley close behind also set their new best at a 10:48.54. Very nice opening race, opening event.
Yeah, and I believe, didn't you say Steubenville Catholic had?
They came in with an 11:13.
But, I mean, they had 5 girls running.
So they might have just figured something out there.
Yeah, so I don't know if they have the actual girls' names on the.
Let me figure that out for you.
If they got it on mile split, because we would like to, tell you who the 4 girls were for sure, but they had 5 girls listed on the program that we were given.
And they do have it listed. So that was the team of Clara Anderson, Monica Bolster, Zoe Wise, and Magdalene Crosby, who set that new. That's a betterment about 25, 26 seconds. Not so bad.
Yeah, so nice job by those young ladies for putting in a performance. Nice job by the coaches to make sure they were ready.
In the opening, St. C out in front, Garaway behind, Barnesville in third. First competitors rounding out lap number 1. Could make a guess as to where the high jump and the pole vault are set at, but let's be honest, Shannon, we're going to get that wrong.
Yeah, we're not that good with our eyes.
As long as we don't say anything about 35 feet, right?
So with the boys, I'm not sure if you mentioned this, but St. Clairsville comes in with an 8:45 best. Garaway with an 8:47. We don't have any runners listed for them. Barnesville with an 8:49. Steubenville Catholic Central with a 9:08. John Glenn with a 9:21. Indian Valley with a 9:30, and Harrison Central with a 9:52. So we're in for a race up front. As if you go off of just the PRs, the first 3 teams are only separated by 4 seconds, or just less than 4 seconds.
Well, with St. Clairsville and Garaway, the 2 top-seeded teams, no surprise they are currently out in front. Steubenville Catholic Central in third, not far behind. First handoff, second leg upcoming, or going on right now, I should say. Coming up, as we see the middle school track and field athletes coming out on the front stretch, they'll be helping set out the hurdles, so we'll have hurdle events upcoming. That's like a requirement if you're a part of the middle school track team, isn't it?
Yep, and that's like at every school. If you're a middle school track athlete, when the high schoolers have an event, you have to work it. And if you're a high schooler, and whenever the middle school has an event, you have to stay and work it. So that's how they get some of the volunteers. There's a lot of parents here volunteering too, and staff members and booster club members. It takes a lot of volunteers to do track meets, and all the athletic directors will tell you, the more volunteers, the easier it is on everyone.
I'm sure that a lot of those middle school, and for that matter, the high school track athletes would say, no, we're being voluntold. You can't call it volunteered.
Yeah, they get fed. They get some pizza and stuff. So, I mean, it's not like you got anything better to do.
Those throwers really like that, right?
Yeah.
The pizza reward. You know, we still haven't ever gotten to that conclusion. We joked and said that we need to have a 4x100 Big Z sports team, but Let's be honest, we need to have a throwing team, but we could also take bets as who's the first to tear a rotator cuff.
Well, or who's the first just to go down because they already have one torn.
It's between you and Adam, probably. Pack of 3 still out in front as Garaway takes the lead over from St. C. Steubenville Catholic Central right behind. That pack of 3 has really spread things out, and they have not separated at all in this race so far.
No, as you can see right now, 2 of them have really kind of stepped up their stride a little bit. They're going to try to get a little bit of distance to get those handoffs in, but they're just they're all 3 right there so tight together.
Garaway spreading it out a little bit down the front stretch, heading into the second handoff for leg number 3.
Yeah, as you can see, the Steubenville Catholic kid, he moved out so he can find out where his guy is. He's got to hand off to. He didn't want no confusion. He's like, just let me get in the line and get to you.
All about that strategy side of it, just something that they're more comfortable with.
These 3 guys come out, and they just set a pace real quick.
John Glenn, Barnesville, Harrison Central, Indian Valley, the running order for the rest of them. On the backstretch, it's Garaway who has widened out the lead quite a bit. Team of Garaway, as you mentioned, Shannon, we did not have any athlete names listed on the starting list, that is. So Pirates, who had the second highest seed, doing a great job so far, just going to try to hold on for 3 more laps.
Yeah, we'll have to see if they have them listed on the app whenever the results come in, but like you said, right now they're not worried about who gets recognized. They're worried about that win at the end.
Try to get you some, whenever we get the final scores and such, we'll pass those on to you. Normally we have Adam around to help us out with the posting on social media. I'm not sure how much of that we'll be able to get done today.
We had a young man that wanted to be an intern down there.
There you go. Well, there's an early start for him.
I could turn him loose with my phone for a little bit.
Yeah. Wait, I thought he was competing today.
then next thing I know, I'll be wondering why all these Amazon deliveries are going to a different address. I don't know.
That's why you get 2-factor authentication in there, man. Every single time. You either have a code or like your fingerprint. Haven't you learned this by now? You got kids at home. You should know that.
They got more control than I got.
Final handoff upcoming as Garaway has really stretched out their lead about a full turn as they're in the front stretch with St. C entering turn 4. Boy, right out of the blocks, you knew that this was going to be a race that could be tight up front. But really, all 3 runners for the Pirates right now have showed off really strong. Indian Valley kind of getting a tough start there and still well behind. Speaking of getting out of the blocks quickly, quite the pace for the Pirates to start leg number 4.
Yeah, like I said, they might have went with that strategy. Hey, we're going to start with the guy that, I wouldn't say runs the slowest time, but out of the 4, and then finish with the guy that has the fastest 800 because, man, he said he's really took off. He just put a lap on the Indian Valley runner.
Third and final call for the girls 100-meter hurdle.
Hurdles will be upcoming, so a little more fast-paced action coming up here in a bit as those field events still ongoing in the background there as the runners going through 3 and 4 and down the front stretch. Final handoff for Indian Valley and Garaway in their final lap. Also part of the strategy too, Shannon, when you start with this 4x800, if you're a team, you might have a strong runner who's much stronger in a later event who also runs this event, and you're going to tell them, hey, yeah, we wouldn't mind a podium finish here, but don't push it too hard. Just get yourself warmed up.
Yeah, well, that's just it right there. Just don't lose us any distance. Go out there, run a good stride, keep us in contention, because you might have a guy right now that's got to turn around and run another event in 3 events.
Yeah, and after running a full 800, might just be a little bit winded. Out of turn number 4, It's going to be Garaway who picks up the win. Now St. C and Steubenville Catholic Central entering turn number 3, about shoulder and shoulder. So it's going to be a fight for second. We'll see what the Pirates' time looks like as they wrap it up. Steubenville Catholic Central turning on the afterburners down the front stretch. Looks like they're going to take home second. Very, very strong start for Steubenville.
Yeah, Steubenville looking to get some points on both the girls and boys side.